Philip H. Anselmo here. And I want to let you know, you're about to see a video from one of the great truth tellers of our time. Mr. William, you know him as Billy Ball. Take it away, William.
Breaking. Tommy Robinson has reportedly been moved to a prison with 71% Muslim population. Inmates were banging on cell walls last night, shouting death threats. Protests were ignored. Tommy now fears for his safety. That was reported by our good friend Paul Joseph Watson of InfoWars. Sorry for the horrific PJW impression. I am a little sick at the moment, so that could be the problem. So I saw this tweet the other day, and I was like, wow, am I gonna believe this? I mean, it is PJW and InfoWars. You all know what a credible source they are. So I decided to go check out a few things on my own, and the first thing I thought about was how the percentage of Muslims in UK prisons isn't anywhere near 70%. I know it's somewhere around the 20% mark. So I figured, how the hell could it be possible for one UK jail to have 71% Muslim population when the overall percentage is around 20%? So the first thing I did was I found a PDF from the UK Parliament website, and it shows here that the percentage of Muslims in England and Wales is 15.2% of the total prison population. So it was even less than I thought. Then if you scroll down more, they'll show the percentages from Scotland. Here in this graph, you could see how they had to zoom in on it because it was so small. Percentage of Muslims in Scottish jails, less than 3%. I thought to myself, well, that doesn't really prove anything now, does it? Because there could be a prison with high population of Muslims in it. So I found an article from the Mirror, which I know you all will say is a left-wing rag, but they had evidence to support their claims. They claimed that this claim was originated by Tommy Robinson's manager, a man called Cowlin Robertson. He made the claim directly to Alex Jones, boss of far-right crank conspiracy theory website InfoWars, who broadcast them to his millions of followers. Robertson told Jones he had been on the phone with Robinson, who had told him he had been moved from HMP Hull, which was relatively safe and had around 2% Muslim population, and placed in the main wing of a new prison. He went on, "We found the statistics of the prison. It's about 71% Muslim. Really, really, really disastrous. The last one was close to 2%. An article based on Robertson's comments claimed he had been moved to a prison in the Midlands. This was later rumored to be in or around Leicester. Now, they go on to show how one of the first misrepresentations was that Hull prison, the one he was in, is not 2% Muslim. It's actually 7.4% Muslim, so it's more than what they claimed. Now, this doesn't mean that he couldn't have been moved to a high percentage Muslim prison, but it shows that they're being dishonest or just incorrect about their facts. Has he been moved to HMP Leicester? We don't know. The Ministry of Justice don't comment on individual cases and wouldn't confirm whether Robinson had been moved, and if so, where to. If he has been moved there, does HMP Leicester have 71% Muslim population? No, it has 14.3%. And if you look at the percentages, 11.7% Church of England, 18.5% Roman Catholic, 11.7% other Christian denominations, so it's not as if Tommy couldn't have some protection if he wanted. Just saying. Now, according to the article, okay, so it must be another prison in the Midlands, right? Afraid not. We checked the religious breakdown of every prison in the Midlands, because that's our job. We even included Derbyshire, which isn't really in the Midlands for completeness sake. The prison with the highest Muslim population in the Midlands is Olney, which is nowhere near Leicester. Some 30.4% of Olney prisoners are Muslim. Second place goes to Lodham Grange, which is also nowhere near Leicester and has a 24.3% Muslim population. In fact, no prison in the country has a 71% Muslim population, which is true, which I fact-checked. Found this article from the Daily Mail UK and also researched a little on Wikipedia about this prison. It's called Whitemoor Prison. According to the article, the report revealed that of the 447 inmates of the remote Cambridgeshire jail were Muslim in May this year, up from 40% a year earlier and 28% in 2008. Nationally, the figure is 15%. So 50% of the inmates of that jail are Muslim, and that is the highest. And apparently, in their 20s and 30s in that jail, 56% follow Islam. But that's excluding everyone who's above 30. So is it a shock to anyone that PJW and InfoWars are full of shit? I know you guys who follow InfoWars won't buy any of this, what I'm telling you. But the entire claim is obviously absolute bullshit, since not one prison in the UK has 71% Muslims in it, the highest being 50%. So I just had to tear that down because, I don't know, I find it interesting these days to just take on bullshit where I see it, no matter who it's coming from. I kind of like Tommy Robinson, but the more that comes out, the more I'm starting to fucking think he's just as full of shit as the people who promote these lies. And I don't mean the things he's saying about Islam. Those are easily verifiable. I'm just talking about the bullshit like this. He got moved to a prison with a high percentage of Muslims so he can just become a martyr, you know? So people will freak out like they've been doing and protest for him. And these protests haven't been non-violent. People have been getting worked up, attacking the cops even. And it's just bad for business. If you really are worried about the problem of the Muslim demographics in prison or the increase in crime and things like these rape gangs, this is hurting your cause. This is not good for business, people. You're gonna screw any progress anyone has made, and you're doing a disservice to the world. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. If I'm gonna sit there and talk about Islam, and I put forth all these lies that keep coming about, I'm just doing damage to the cause. I'm not helping anything. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there because I feel like crap. Go buy some shirts or something from my Teespring store. The links are in the description. And if you feel like supporting me on Patreon, you could do that as well. It's very much appreciated. Have a good night, everyone.